Welcome everyone to the Hot Sauce number 185, presented live on Friday, January 27th. The Hot Sauce is the longest running news show in the EOS ecosystem and the only place where you can get all of the weekly EOS news and updates in less than 25 minutes. My name's Stephane. I'm one of the co-founders of EOS Nation. We're one of the top block producers on EOS, and I'm excited to be your host for today. We've got some great updates. As always, we're talking IBC is live on EOS. EOS EVM live on Testnet. We've got a new EOS Audit report from EOS Support. EOS Support also bringing the heat with a new show this week called EOS Synergy. Patrick from Nova Crypto released his latest Swiss Antelope workshop. We'll be quickly talking about some Pomelo stuff and finishing up with a WordProof interview with Adobe. So let's get right into it. Antelope IBC is live. So after dedicated work from builders across the Antelope ecosystem, inter-blockchain communication, IBC is finally live. Here we can learn how Antelope IBC outperforms competitors and enables seamless horizontal scaling for EOS. So this is a tweak that was done by the EOS Network Foundation just very recently. And then they also published this blog post that really goes deep into the details of IBC on EOS, what it means, what it enables, how it compares to other IBCs on other L1 chains, and all that good stuff. So let's take a quick look actually at what's included in this article. So of course, here we've got a tweet from Eve from a few days ago sharing how the first wrapped token transfer between EOS and the UX network was executed, and mentions that the permissions will soon be updated to fully decentralize the IBC protocol. So what this means is that currently the IBC protocol is still under control of the UX network team, which was formerly known as EOS Titan for you EOS OGs out there. And so right now they still have the root access if you want, because it was still being developed, still being updated, etc. But very soon, the permission will be transferred over to the EOSIO.prod's permission, which means that the EOS network itself, the top 21 BPs themselves, will have full control over this, meaning that IBC will be integrated into the base layer of EOS, which is very different from a lot of other IBC solutions on other networks. And we're going to get into those details in just a little bit. So here in this article, of course, we got a bit of overall, what is IBC? We kind of went that over that right now, kind of goes over some of the current IBC solutions that are available in the crypto space. And then it talks specifically about the Antelope IBC and what's unique about that, which is, like I said, the fact that this inter-blockchain protocol is integrated directly into the base layer of the Antelope chain. So right now it's EOS and UX. Telos is going to be coming online soon, and then Wax also has planned to join this Antelope IBC, but they still have a few upgrades on their chain to do before they're ready to join the IBC party here. So how does this IBC work? Really, it's fairly simple, fairly similar to other IBC solutions, which is, for example, there's an entity that will create some smart contracts on EOS. The same entity would go on the UX network, create some smart contracts there, and then that entity would be controlling when people transfer over tokens. It's locked up on EOS, and then there's a wrap token equivalent minted on the UX network, for example. The difference with the Antelope IBC is that this third party that's coordinating these transactions and the wrap tokens is not a third party. It's actually the base layer of both EOS and UX network, which means that you don't need to trust an additional third party when engaging in these inter-blockchain communication transfers, which is very different than any other IBC solution out there, as far as I know. So that's very, very interesting. And so if you trust the EOS network, and if you're a user on the EOS network, it's kind of implicit that you do trust it, then that means there's no additional trust required for this IBC solution, which is very, very interesting. If you want to learn more, there's also been a recent YouTube interview podcast that was released talking about instant finality and inter-blockchain communication with a lot of technical geniuses that have been working on this solution for a while. So talking about instant finality, what is that and how will it affect IBC? So in order, for an action, as noted above in this text, it means that an action on chain A must be finalized before the corresponding token is minted on chain B, right? And right now there's, I think it's 180 seconds in order for it to reach really finality on the network. And so with instant finality coming soon, reducing that time to wait from 180 seconds to something like 1 or 2 seconds, then it will really enable a lot of new use cases for IBC that maybe right now are kind of hindered by the fact that there is a couple minute of wait time before true finality is reached. So it goes into, so this article goes into a bit about that. Yeah, not true finality, but deterministic finality, if we want to be technically accurate, which is what happens on Antelope chains compared to on, for example, Bitcoin, which is a probabilistic finality. So if you combine both instant finality and Antelope IBC, what does that give us? It gives us the possibility of elastic sidechain. So this is very interesting, and basically means that if, for example, there's a new application that wants to launch on one of these Antelope chains, but this application is so popular, it requires millions and millions and millions of accounts and more transactions than a single Wax or EOS or Telos chains can handle, then they can spin up their own chain for this application. And with IBC and instant finality, basically allows them to access EOS or Telos or Wax or UX while still being able to run their application on their own chain, but still having access to the network effects of these other networks, which, to be honest, was the vision that I had for EOS back in late 2017 when I joined the ICO, and IBC on EOS was promised, and we were sold a vision of having many, Antelope chains existing and all communicating with each other. So it took a while, here we are, 5 years later, and finally now that's available on the network. So that's really cool. So of course, and then DeFi is going to be improved with IBC, and then we also got some development timelines and the UX network automated market maker, more information about that. So in conclusion, EOS scales into the future with Antelope IBC. So to recap this article, IBC is a technology that allows for separate blockchains to communicate with each other, enabling features such as cross-chain token transfers. Unlike other IBC solutions in the space, Antelope IBC offers unmatched security by implementing IBC without any additional trusted third parties. IBC will dramatically improve the Antelope user experience by allowing seamless communications and asset transfers across all Antelope-powered chains. Instant finality takes this to the next level. And yeah, so that's very exciting. Congratulations to the ENF, to the UX network, to the UX team for all of the great work they've been doing on this. And I'm super excited to see which applications are going to be able to leverage this IBC first. And so hopefully we see some applications coming up in the next couple of weeks or months. But like Yves mentioned on the Fireside, so if you want more details about this, you can listen to this week's Fireside. He mentions that what's different now is that applications, instead of being built for one chain, like all applications are now, and then having to adapt to the possibility of IBC, new applications can now be built with IBC functionalities in mind from the very start, which I think will enable much better user experience and much more powerful applications that are going to be able to live on the network. Big round of applause for every technical genius that worked on making this a possibility. All right, up next, we got more big news. EOS EVM is now live on the testnet. Now, it was already live before, but now there's this new upgraded, the silk-warm version of the EOS EVM is now not live on testnet, and it's been, it's been a fairly smooth process. There have been some issues, but the team has been on it and they've been fixing it. Again, if you want more information about this, there was also a conversation on the Fireside earlier this week. And then there was a blog post shared a week ago, actually. Not sure if we featured this last week on the Hot Sauce, but there's some nice graphics, there's some nice tweets here, and you can see here, this graphic is the money shot for the EOS EVM, highlighting 3x improve, 3 times more performance, more swaps than the leading competitor on Solana. So this is another great article with great information about EOS EVM for those of you that want to learn more. Of course, all of these links are going to be updated in the show notes below, so you can go check those out if you want to learn more about all of this great stuff. All right, quick ad roll here. Thank you everyone for being in chat. Oh, I see there's a lot of emojis, a lot of spicy emojis, fire emojis. Love it. Thanks for joining us, Mauro, Andrew, Daniel. Who else we got? We got Lisa, we got Veronica, we got IA in here, Yana. Thanks for joining us in the live chat. Please support us, like, retweet, sub to our YouTube channel, join our contest, which allows you to win fun NFTs by helping us promote the show, bblk.io/EOS Nation. That contest runs all week. So regardless if you're watching this live or on the replay, you have a chance to get in there and win some fun NFT prizes. All right, so thanks for the support, everyone, and let's keep the show rolling. EOS Support has introduced a new report that they're going to be doing called EOS Audit. So this provides assistance in decision making for the EOS Respect community, which is a Eden-style organization that EOS Support has developed internally. This EOS Audit is delivering a thorough evaluation of Pomelo grants and affiliated EOS projects. And they invite us to take a first look at their first audit report, which is exactly what we'll do. So here we go. There's the first audit report. You can see kind of the table of contents here. We're going to go quickly over it. There's a small overview of what this audit report is all about, kind of explains the process of auditing projects, explains what it means to have an EOS Support affiliation. Basically means that one of the project reps is a delegate in the EOS Respect organization. And, this EOS Respect organization has some funds available to it, made available by EOS Support, in order for the EOS Respect delegates to donate to a variety of affiliated Pomelo projects. So if you're a Pomelo project and you're interested in being able to receive these donations from EOS Support, reach out to EOS Support, find out more about how you can become a delegate and have your project become affiliated. So here we see, there's top 15 projects on Pomelo Season 4, according to matching amounts, before the Cybele adjustments that are coming very soon. So here, what does the audit report provide? So it provides a nice one-pager on each of these grants, which is great. Not overloading us with information, but really capturing the essence of what's important. So for example, here for Vault Decentralized Staking Protocol, which is a DeFi box grant, public use, it provides a variety of staking strategies to EOS users and projects for project teams for more yield. It's open source, ecosystem boost, it attracts inactive EOS tokens, which will prosper the ecosystem. It is affiliated with the EOS Support organization. You got you got the project owner, you've got the Pomelo link, you've got the link to their website, and you've got here an audit report link. So then it also shares a bit of status on the grant, and then highlights some grant patterns that the EOS Support team has identified, some grant issues. For example, here the repository is private. And then the statement, and then he allows grant owners to make a statement about this issue. So here the grant owner says that because the Antelope Coalition work was suspended, it slowed down the open source process. The hot sauce is actually one of the grants that was audited. So let's go see what they think about the hot sauce. So here they describe, the hot sauce as a high quality news show that brings the voice of the EOS community to better and more professional news coverage, updates the community on all the latest news and exciting developments, including Pomelo, Eden elections, EOS Fireside Chat, everything EOS podcast, EOS community events, and more, which you guys obviously know. We are affiliated with EOS Support. I'm the project owner of the hot sauce right now. We got a link to our grant. You got a link to this YouTube channel, which you're listening to live right now. or perhaps actually you're listening on another channel. And then the current status, right? So it shows that between, after season 4, before we applied for season 5, we published 30 episodes. Since then, we're publishing 1 a week in English and also 1 a week in Chinese. And then we're also publishing some text in Korea, although it's not a video show out there. And then, it highlights that we racked up 9,400 views across all our channels for those 30 episodes. No grand patterns identifies, no grand issues either. Yay, hot sauce. All right, so as someone that works on the Pomelo team, I'm super happy to see a group like this producing audit reports. Now there could be a lot more information, and I'm sure this will evolve over time. These reports will evolve over time, and so I'm looking forward to seeing that for future seasons of Pomelo. All right. Okay, next project I want to talk about is EOS Synergy. Again, another initiative from EOS Support. Bishop came on the fireside this week as well, talked a bit about the philosophy behind this new show. Here we can see talking about utility of EOS and dApps, relevancy of the EOS support organization. There's, of course, some giveaways. They're giving away EOS, they're giving away POP tokens and NFTs, etc. You can ask anything. And these conversations are, focused, of course, on Web3. What's also very interesting about this is that it's a very multi-language, multicultural approach that they're taking for this show. And from what I understand, there's going to be different hosts hosting these shows over time, really allowing as wide a reach as possible and really allowing various communities to really shine and to really be, get exposure to the rest of the EOS ecosystem and have that rest of the EOS ecosystem exposed to these smaller niche communities, if you can say. So that's very exciting. They started this, I think they're starting next week, or no, sorry, they already had one. And this is going to be going on every week. So big shout out to EOS Support. They're doing great work for the EOS ecosystem, and I love all of these new initiatives that they're coming up with. All right, on to some Pomelo updates. Moon alert. After a successful landing, our brave Pomelo astronauts built their moon bases and started exploring the surface of the moon. Today, they received a mysterious video transmission. What could this be? Share your guesses in the comment below. So we got a little teaser here from the Pomelo team. I'm going to be less involved in the marketing side of Pomelo for this season. Martin, my coworker, is going to be taking the lead on that. So I'm looking forward to learning about all these things kind of at the same time as the rest of the community. I got a sneak peek at some of the things that are coming for season 5 yesterday. It looks really great. I'm excited for everyone to be able to learn more about that, and also stay tuned for other announcements regarding Pomelo season 5, when that's going to start, etc. We should learn more about this very soon. Another tweet from today from the Pomelo team is that, of course, we're also running a survey at the end of season 4, like we do at the end of every season. So now there's a very small 2-minute survey. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to see improved. Let us know about our proposed amendments for self-donation rules for season 4, for season 5. So this was kind of a topic that generated a fair amount of discussion in the Pomelo community at the end of last season and during last season. So the team is proposing some new rules, and we want your feedback on those new rules. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you think there's other rules that should be proposed? So definitely, if you're a grant creator, if you're a grant donator, please take 2 minutes, let us know what you think. It helps the Pomelo team tremendously on identifying what's a priority for the community and what we should be working on to deliver as much value as possible to the Pomelo and EOS community. All right, Antelope Swiss Workshop number 18. Patrick from Nova Crypto, aka Pat Novajoy, is a beast. He's been producing these workshops for years now. I think this is the 3rd year of the workshops. If I'm not mistaken, he's running one every 2 months. And so this is the 6th one of the year. and features some interviews with a lot of EOS community leaders like these workshops usually do. So here we can see Daniel Keys, CEO of Pomelo, giving some thoughts on Pomelo Season 4 and some updates on Pomelo Season 5. We've got Jesse from the Bees, of course, giving some updates on there. We've got Brett from Zysan. Here we can see Dan and others, Vlad and Taras, talking about Fractal and Eden communities and what's going on there. So check it out if you're interested. Of course, always nice to support Pat Novajoy, currently one of our chief delegates for Eden, and been a long time, very passionate and dedicated member of the EOS community. All right, wrapping up today with some more WordProof action. So WordProof is an app that's embedded in WordProof. Sorry, a little blank there. It's embedded in the popular blog site that escapes my mind right now. But more recently, he went on, he did an interview with, who is it here? Andy Parsons, Senior Director of Content Authenticity at Adobe. So it's very interesting. Adobe's looking into, solutions for content authenticity. And I don't know, they didn't necessarily talk about this in the interview, but how great would it be for WordProof, which leverages hashes on EOS to authenticate content? How amazing would it be if that technology is embedded in Adobe? I have no idea if that's the plan or not. Just a wish list item for me, for both WordProof and EOS. And so actually I reached out to Sebastian this week, the CEO of WordProof, invited him on to the fireside for him to talk to us about all of the great updates that WordProof has been doing lately. So set your reminder for the March 8th fireside. That's our tentative date right now to invite Sebastian on and have him speak to the community live. So if you got questions for him, let us know. And, we'll relay that to him on the fireside. All right, so that wraps it up for today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in live. Thank you for listening on the replay. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again, same time, same place next week. Bye-bye, and let's